You guys know we love to hear from you, so hit us up anytime, even when we're not on the air. You can call our number and leave a voicemail, 877-77-BOBBY. For example, here is Jake from Washington.
Hey, Bobby. Just want to say thank you for helping me stay awake as a truck driver. Got a block truck up here, and just want to say thank you for everything you guys do and keep me entertained throughout the day. I really enjoy the show and listen to you guys when I was in Virginia as a cop, and I listen to you guys now as a log truck driver.
Appreciate that. Thank you for what you do out there. Let's go over and do the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
A woman in Seattle just tweeted about how a hospital messed up her baby's birth certificate and actually saw the certificate. She was trying to name her daughter Cora, K-O-R-A. I don't know if somebody heard her wrong or if they just typoed it, but now the baby's name is Corn.
Oh.
With a K, like the band.
Yeah, they must have
Nice.
misunderstood that one.
Backwards K like the band?
Well, no, not
Okay,
backward K,
okay.
but yeah. Here, this is Corn, the band here. Here you go. Earlier this month, a woman named Kels in Seattle had a baby girl, and on Friday, the certificate said Corn. Baby Corn.
Are they keeping it?
The baby's legal name is still Corn. What would you do if it was a funny story like this? Would you keep your kid's name Corn?
I guess it would be funny to keep it, and then you just call her Cora.
But is the name supposed to be funny? Because I've had some bit ideas for our future kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, this is an accident, not a planned bit.
Caitlin keeps telling me, our kids are not bits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go, Caitlin.
That's story number one. More news. Here we go.
Bobby's Other Big
Story.
There's a woman who crashed more than a dozen weddings in Alabama, Tennessee, and Mississippi and stole gifts at all of them.
Oh, gosh.
And now the police have identified her. A woman captured on surveillance camera near an unsuspecting couple's wedding gifts is a suspect who's wanted in more than a dozen wedding thefts since 2017. That is wild that she
Wow.
was just dialing in.
She must have been good at it.
I wonder if she had a map with pins.
She knew exactly what
And
she was
she
doing.
knew. That's crazy. She would go in, and then as they were at the front actually doing the vows, she'd go and swipe some gifts.
Yeah.
And get onto the car and head out of there.
It's when everyone's preoccupied.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
And she did it for 3.5 years.
I knew an old couple, back in the day that would every Friday night they would find a wedding and they would go and they would just have the night of the night of their life and then go home and that was it. That's how they went out on Friday nights.
I'm too scared to crash anything. I told you, if there's a concert with an empty seat up 3 rows, I'm like, I can't do it. Because I'll be worried the whole time someone's going to grab me and say, oh, is this your seat? And I'm like, huh? Oh, I was confused. Wait, look at my ticket. And then I do the whole song and dance. And then one final story. Speaking of gifts, I LOL'd at this weekend. A guy had 35 girlfriends, and it was a scam to get them all to buy him birthday presents.
Oh.
But he only got about $1,400 worth of presents before he got busted, and now he's facing fraud charges.
Oh, boy.
The guy was dating more people at the same time than I've ever heard of in my entire life. And I don't think there's a crime in dating 35 people. It would be very difficult to do. There's a 39-year-old guy. He managed to get into relationships with 35 different women by selling shower products door-to-door for a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. So that's what gets him in trouble.
Oh, wow.
But what he would do is he would start to go, hey, why don't we have a date? Let's go on a date. And he would tell them his birthday's at a different time of the year. He would constantly get presents.
All year long.
It wasn't like one day where they all showered him because you can't go to 35 celebrations.
Right.
Wow, these scammers.
What a character.
But the scam is
The pyramid
scheme. I don't think it's illegal to have 35 girlfriends and tell them a different birthday.
No, but it is a scam to get birthday presents. You're lying and deceiving.
But
probably
I'm saying
very,
legally. I'm saying legally.
Oh, yeah, legally he's not doing anything
Yes.
wrong. But he's counting on these vulnerable women.
I don't know how vulnerable they are. I just LOL.
Well, I'm saying if a guy shows up at my door selling door to door, I'm going to be in a vulnerable place if I start dating him.
Not me. I'm going to be going,
That's my opinion.
you're a hustler.
Yeah.
I like a hustler. His scam blew up in February when a few of his girlfriends found out about each other, and they started tracking down more women who thought they were in a relationship with him. It wasn't even that lucrative. Like we said, he did all this work. He had an Excel spreadsheet. He took down about $1,400. Now he's facing fraud charges for the other stuff.
Yeah.
But that's a lot to keep up with.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the pyramid. Okay, I'll date you, and then you date 3 people. And then they date 3 people each, and you all get me presents.
35. That's crazy.
That's the news. Thank you, guys.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Let us play the newest one from Rascal Flatts. This is How They Remember You, Bobby Bones Show. Call us if you want. We'd love to talk to you. Question, comment. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Thankful you're here. Here you go. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out. Call us if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I made some notes about mine. First of all, I don't watch many movies, but this is the second weekend that I've been at home. I didn't have to travel. And I was like, what do I do with myself? So I sat down and I watched the college admission scandal on Netflix, which was about the overarching, Aunt Becky, what happened to her, Felicity Huffman. They were just two little people in this whole scheme. One guy had masterminded this whole thing. And the movie's really good. And they're interviewing real people, but they're also showing you what happened with actors. Did you watch it?
I did, after you told me about it, and I thought it was really good. And yes, it's so much more tangled and involved than I even thought. I think that because it was Aunt Becky and Felicity Huffman, like they were the most famous, so they were making the cover stories. But yeah,
there were other famous people too, though.
Oh yeah,
famous
true.
writer, not as famous, but
or really wealthy, successful business people. That it just kind of was funny to me how none of them were really criminals. Like what stood out to me was that because they were wiretapped. Had they been actual criminals, they probably would have caught on to what was happening, been like, whoa, I'm not saying this over the phone. But because they weren't really criminals, they were like, oh, yeah, we did that, blah, blah, blah. Like they gave themselves away.
It's fascinating because I really didn't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that I got real angry at a bunch of entitled rich people that got their kids into school when their kids didn't deserve it. And like me, I went to Henderson State University, a really small school that was pretty easy to get into. And I had a lot of friends that were struggling to get into schools. But then you just see people with a bunch of money, and we're like, okay, we're going to pay, and we're going to knock someone else out of their place. And since we're rich, we'll take their place. It fires you up.
Yeah. You know what else? One thing I took away was that so many people on there said, like, honestly, prestige and college and like what that is because we've put it on this pedestal to be this place you have to go. Like really so many colleges out there, you're going to get a great education, but you just think that if you go to this school, it's better for you.
Well, and you think you have to go to college. You don't even have to go to college.
Yeah, right. You don't.
You get the education that you need if you go after it, period, in life or through books. I did that. Thought it was good. I would give that 4 out of 5 textbooks.
Oh, that's good.
It was really good. And then I watched King Kong versus Godzilla.
Come on, tell me.
It was on HBO Max. And I was really expecting that to be pretty dopey because you got two monsters fighting each other in the middle of the city.
The whole movie, right?
It's pretty good. No, not the whole movie.
They don't fight the whole movie?
No.
Okay, that's what Mike D said.
They fight some. They fight at the beginning. They fight at the end. But you're just learning stories about, and I think it's based on a true story.
Stop.
It's pretty good. I give it 3.75 monkey suits.
Man, I want to watch it, but it stresses me out. Can't they fight in a place where they're not destroying things?
I absolutely agree. Like, can't we
Like
build
an
them a big
open
ring?
field.
I agree. But dude, they're too big for an open field. But Mike D does Movie Mike's podcast. Did you like it?
I love that movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's got the girl from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, 11?
Yeah,
Okay.
7.
11.
11.
Oh, whatever.
I'm like positive.
I'm thinking of 7-Eleven, obviously. I thought it was pretty good. So I was in.
All right.
We watched a couple episodes of Succession, which we could never really get into. We'd watch like 5 episodes, and we're like, what are we missing with this show? And then now it's just now at the end of season 1 starting to get good to us.
Okay, good. Finally.
But we're like, what are we missing? We're like, are we not smart enough for this show? But it's good. It's starting to get good. So watched a bunch of stuff. What else? My original wedding date was going to be this past weekend.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Had we been able to have the wedding the way we wanted to have it, because we delayed it because of the pandemic, it would have been this weekend.
Man, you would have been married by now.
On that day, it rained like crazy.
Wow.
Oh, what an amazing blessing.
And Caitlin was like, I would have just been crying. I'd have been
Yeah.
crying the whole time, thinking we're going to have a rained out wedding or a muddy wedding. So, but it was supposed to be our wedding day. It wasn't. But it was good. We went to the mall. We're walking around the mall because we were looking for Amy's daughter some shoes. It was her birthday party. Went to our birthday party, too. I'll tell you about that in a second. Because I kind of got in trouble at Amy's birthday party. Did you hear
No?
what I yelled at a kid?
No.
Okay. So anyway, we'll get to that in a second.
Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
So we're at the mall walking around, and we go and we grab something to eat real quick in the mall. And I see somebody waving at me. If they're in a mask and they have glasses on, it's just a person. I'm just like, hey, guy. Hey, girl. I just wave at everybody at this point. And so I go back to eating, and she's like, hey. So she pulls out her mask, and it was Karen Fairchild from Little Big Town.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. And so she was waiting, and she came over, and we talked for like 15 minutes. And it was great. Good to see her again. And she's just really, I always say it, they're the nicest people in Little Big Town. But, we have a relationship with Karen that's pretty friendly outside of even the radio show. But it was great to see her. First time she had met Caitlin, though. 'Cause we really haven't met anybody that's not in our super circle. We're just now starting to go out and, be around folks and stuff. So I saw Karen Fairchild at the mall. Celebrities are just like us.
Just like us.
They're shopping at the mall. They're eating at the mall. Let's see. I went to Amy's daughter's 14th birthday party. Crazy to think she's 14 years old.
I know.
How long ago did you adopt her?
Well, she arrived when she was 10, and now she's 14. So she got here at 10.
When did I meet her? What was she, 9? When I went to the orphanage in Haiti?
Maybe 8 or 9.
Crazy.
I can't remember when you went to Haiti because you went without me.
Yeah, true. So she's 14. I think we're very close to your daughter. We go over, and I want to get her some good shoes, and Caitlin wants to get her some shoes. So we got her some furry Uggs, and then we got her some Jordans. And it was a nice little birthday party, but with a lot of really good people there, swimming pool, food. And upstairs, Amy has a ping pong table at her house. And I was like, I'll go play some ping pong. Actually, Amy's daughter was like, let's go play ping pong. So I go up, and Amy's daughter's terrible. She was like, I'm good. I'll beat you. She's terrible. I hit her with the ball twice. And then she was like, I quit. Well, another kid grabs it, and he's like, I'll play you. And he's like 12 or 13. And he starts whooping me.
Okay.
And he's whooping me. And I get a point on him, and I nailed it. I like hit it on the table, and it hit him in the chest. And I was like, yeah, suck it. I did.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And he's a pastor's kid.
Oh, great.
I didn't think about it.
Did he cry?
No.
Okay.
And I didn't mean to say it like that. I just, that's what I yell at a friend.
Awesome.
And
Oh,
Caitlin
man.
goes, you can't say that. And I was like, say what? She goes, when you hit that ball, you yelled, hey, suck it.
You're like, I did?
I was like, oh, I shouldn't say that. So I'd like to apologize publicly. That's just something I yell in the heat of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's whooping my butt pretty good.
Yeah.
And he continued to whoop my butt. He beat me pretty bad 2 times in a row. So, but I did yell.
I mean, you are competitive, so I understand how that took over. But yeah, let's lay off the suckets.
I
to the kids.
no more suckers to the kids.
Okay,
I
good.
promise.
All
It was
right.
an accident. And then I had a friend who had a birthday party, and we go over, and he's an adult. And how old is he? 35 something?
Our friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably, young 30s.
He's a songwriter in town that's got some #1 songs, had some success. So Eddie and I drive over, and we're eating, and we sit around in a circle. And because it's Nashville, they just pass a guitar around, and they're famous songwriters there, and they're all playing hit songs. And so they're playing, and it goes all the way. And I don't have a left-handed guitar, so I didn't play anything. And so it goes all the way around. Well, Eller, the dog we adopted, got really sick right before we came over, and she ate some stuff from the house. Even ate a couple of those packs that say "Don't eat." Those little package packs, like
yeah.
poisonous. Don't eat. She threw them up, but we're like kind of watching over her. And we had been there a couple hours, and we had to get home to check on her. So we left after this guitar went all the way around. But it got to Eddie, and I was like, I got to go before Eddie gets the guitar again because I know he's going to want to play a Raging Idiot song and want me to sing.
It's exactly what I wanted.
And so right before I got to him, I was like, we got to go.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. And I was like, just do one.
Please.
But we did it. What did you end up playing?
Namaste.
Oh, you did?
It's hard because, like we sing that together. You take most of the vocals. So when I'm by myself, I'm like, oh boy, I don't know Bobby's parts, which is most of the song. So good luck.
It was a fun birthday. I'm rarely home to be able to do stuff like that. So I had a really good weekend and met some listeners at the mall yesterday. It's just starting to be more normal-ish,
Yeah.
Starting to be more. How'd you feel about your daughter's birthday?
I felt good about it. I mean, we are still in a pandemic, so some parts didn't feel totally normal. Like there's some kids from her school that we didn't invite because we were still trying to keep it small. But I think overall she was happy, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, she seemed very happy.
Yeah.
All right, Brett Young Lady, Bobby Bone Show. Call us if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Thank you, guys. Really glad you're here. go over and talk to Sarah, who is in Georgia. Sarah, we appreciate you calling the show. What's going on with you?
Oh, okay. So hi guys, first off, but sorry, but my question is that so it's finals week, and I'm I'm not the best like test taker nor study person at all because my mind wanders like nobody's business. But my question was, what are some of the best study tips that y'all could give a college kid?
Well, mine are going to be extremely cliche, but they are known to work. You have to get enough sleep. You talk about focus. If you don't have the right amount of rest, you're not going to be able to focus. You're going to be exhausted. And if you're exhausted, you're not going to be dialed into those questions. So you got to get sleep. Obviously, you know how good you are at testing. So you got to sleep right. You got to eat right. Hopefully that room's a little chilly, but also take a little jacket with you as well, because if you're extremely uncomfortable, you're also going to be focused. It's just about focusing as much on those bubbles as you possibly can. That's the end of it. You know how you're going to do. It's finals week. Hopefully you got yourself ready for this. And what I want you to take from this, if you're not ready, is the next time they come up, you go, oh no, remember when I wasn't ready? I don't want that to happen again. I'm starting earlier this semester. So you are where you are. You just need to physically be ready for it. That's my advice. It's super cliche, but that's the best thing you can do for yourself now, because you're kind of up S Creek unless you know the stuff.
I could probably more so tell you what not to do, because I, like you, not the best test taker. I procrastinate. Don't cram and stay up all night. Again, that's what I would do. But yeah, Bobby gave some great advice. I feel like he's the expert in this field.
The expert in this field says you should study way ahead of time and prepare yourself. But that's not, you can't always do that. But just remember, if you go into this one and you struggle, take something from it. Learn for next time. Like, I'm not going to put myself in this situation again. All right, Sarah, you got it. Appreciate that call. Good luck. I wish I could just give you, like, always pick C. That's crap.
That doesn't work?
That's crap. No. Marcy in Mississippi, you're on the show. I appreciate you calling. We were talking about a girl who tried to name her daughter Cora earlier, but her name she was named Corn. They messed up the A and the N. What do you want to say about this?
Morning, studio.
Morning.
I will tell you that the hospital screwed up my son's name. His name is Alexander, and they messed up his birth certificate and named him Alex Nader.
What? Well, so what'd you do?
I spent about 6 months and $100 getting it fixed.
They couldn't admit it was a typo? I mean, obviously Alex Nader is a typo on their part. They couldn't just go, hey, sorry about that, Marcy. We'll fix that right up.
No, because it got filed with the state. And the worst part was they had brought me a worksheet to verify everything. And I told them then, "'Tis wrong. You have spelled his name wrong." And they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll fix it." Well, they didn't, and I got his official birth certificate, and he was little Alex Nader.
Oh.
And you didn't leave it, right? You did fix it eventually.
I did. I did fix it just as quickly as I could. Although when I get aggravated at him now, I do call him Alex Nader.
That's funny.
Hey, Marcy, thank you for the call. Appreciate you listening.
All right, thanks. Y'all have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. A couple things. Number one, Gabby Barrett will be on the show tomorrow. Pretty excited about that. We'll get an update from Lunchbox tomorrow on these celebrity letters. He sent 3 celebrities a letter: Carrie Underwood, Oprah Winfrey, and The Rock. But he sent them as a 7-year-old. We're seeing if any of them responded. That'll be tomorrow as well. And tomorrow night on Twitch, I'll be hosting the show from my house, doing On Time with Bobby Bones. If you have Twitch, or you can download the app. On will be Jordan Davis, Nico Moon, producer Eddie, and Caitlin.
Oh, fun.
It's just a whole situation.
Special guest.
Yeah. Big day. All right, Florida Georgia line, long live. Here, Bobby Bones Show.